back to the Spotlight. As promised, we have Veronica from Detroit Flyhouse on our show. Thank you so much for taking time out of your schedule to come visit us.
Thanks for having me, Nick. It's great to be here.
No problem. We're very excited about what we get to talk about here. Now, we've had aerialists and stuff on the show before, but we were really excited to get you guys in because I know you guys offer things on a pretty big scale here. You guys do everything.
We do. We try to. We do as much as we can.
And so, first of all, tell me a little bit about yourself. How do you get into the world of acrobatics, I suppose?
Well, I came to the Flyhouse for a yoga class.
Okay.
And once I saw all the things that they had hung and all the classes that they offered, I started with baby steps with a little bit of partner acrobatics. I got a little bit hooked on that. I saw some of the girls coming in for aerial class, and they had little leather trapeze boots on to protect their feet. And of course, I thought, well, what do I have to do to get a pair of those shoes?
Right. That's what I'm always thinking.
I know. So it really started with a shoe addiction. And I tried out the aerial. I was afraid. I had to be carried off the trapeze my first time. I am extremely clumsy and not particularly graceful.
Okay.
So I fought for everything, but it was just so rewarding. And it's nice to know when you've achieved a milestone versus I can do 16 sit-ups, and yesterday I could do 14.
Right.
I can get on the trapeze by myself, and last time I couldn't. So there's a lot of screaming and hooting and hollering.
A lot of small goals to build up to that final.
It was fantastic.
That's very cool. Now, tell me a little bit about Flyhouse, some of the classes that they offer. You mentioned a couple of them there, but
Sure.
Who is taking these classes?
We have all ages, all levels, all abilities. We offer partner acrobatics. We offer aerial for beginning students. We have a level 2 aerial class. We offer hooping. Sometimes we'll have juggling and fire manipulation classes.
Okay.
We have one of our teachers is a contortionist, and she does that sort of thing. We have hand balancing, inversions. Our classes sell out quickly. We're already sold out for the session that starts this week and runs all the way to March, but we've put some workshops on the schedule for people that have always wanted to try it out, so they can get a little taste of it before they sign up for classes.
Well, that's really cool. So you guys spreading the word. That's a good thing. Classes being full, that's a good thing.
It's fantastic, and it's not just the classes. We've really developed a nice community spirit at the Flyhouse and support lots of Detroit projects, and everybody leaves with a smile, whether they are able to do something new or not. It's just very supportive.
Very cool. Now, tell me, I guess more specifically, you mentioned all ages. We were talking before. You said you had senior citizens and everything like that. So it's not too late. You can always go back, and there's something to do there.
There is, and it's a circus. And if you think about it, you can't be too freakish for the circus,
right?
I
guess that's
so
true.
There's a little something for everyone, and we offer lots of modifications. Our teachers are very well trained in developing ways for you to achieve whatever your goal is, whether your goal is to become a professional or your goal is to get a great workout or your goal is to meet new people. We have something for all of that. And for very young children, we offer private lessons. We also offer kids classes. We have, like you said, senior citizens coming in and trying it out and feeling successful.
Now, what would you say is the more popular, I don't even know what to describe, the most popular event? What would you call them? Is it like the hanging from the cloths, the lyra? What is the most popular thing? When people walk into the classroom, what's the one that I have to try that? That's the one.
They're often drawn to the aerial silks or the trapeze. That's what you see on TV oftentimes. We also have other pieces of equipment that are fun to play on. So even if you come in for one thing, you might find out that something else is what you love, or you might see the acrobatics going on or the hooping, and so we tend to get people floating in and out of different classes.
Well, that's really cool. Now, when you're performing, what are you doing most of the time? What is your specialty?
I do aerial, I do acrobatics, I hoop, I also face paint. Sometimes we come in and do parties of painting and things like that. So I do all the things almost equally.
Okay, great. Yeah. So you're multifaceted in the circus community.
I like to think so.
Well, that's very cool. Now, how did you become an instructor? You said you went in for a yoga class, fell in love, and now you're actually teaching the craft. How does that happen?
I really kept at it. So I was taking multiple classes per week, taking private lessons. I began traveling to other schools in the country to learn some different things and improving my technique. I've taught yoga for about 15 years. I used to teach martial arts, so I have a background in teaching that sort of thing. And just, I think the fact that I had to work for every baby step makes it so that when you come in and you can't get something right away, I have a lot of personal knowledge and what it takes to get there.
Well, that's, I don't know about anybody else, but when I'm looking at instructors, I'm really hoping some knowledge is in there somewhere, especially when they're going to hang me 20 feet in the air from, I don't even know what, some silk cloth and tell me to fall and tell them to trust them. So I hope there's some knowledge there.
We're very well trained at the Flyhouse in safety and procedures technique.
Now, what are some of the events that you've performed at?
The Flyhouse the Detroit Circus as a troupe gets hired at many events, corporate events. They were at the auto show recently. Cool. I performed on Saturday night at a fashion show to a live opera singer. Wow. Which was a really amazing experience in the end. We go to kids' birthday parties, bar mitzvahs, anything you can think of.
That is
we
really cool.
can provide some sort of entertainment or added benefit. We've recently gotten into human statues, so people will hire us to come and do that sort of thing.
Okay, so human statues. I'm sure everyone's familiar with what a human statue is. They're painted out front, they're standing still, they're kind of creepy. What are you teaching them? Just how to remain calm, breathing? What does it take to be a human statue?
It probably takes a lot more than you would think to be able to do
that's
that.
A lot of concentration.
I think you're doing it right when you totally freak out the person that's standing next to you taking pictures.
Okay, very cool.
Yeah, so it's a lot of fun.
Now, you mentioned fire breathing as well and fire eating.
Yeah.
Is there a difference between fire breathing and fire eating?
I think so. I don't do it personally because I'm very clumsy. I would light myself on fire 100% of the time. Fire breathing, you would be making the fire come out, and the fire eaters are dipping it on their mouth, and
I've always been fascinated with that.
You should come.
I would love.
I love to watch them.
Well, you're actually putting your instruction skills to use. We have our lovely assistant Rebecca Friedman. If she would like to come up here.
You ready, Rebecca?
I don't know. We'll see.
We had a little bit of rehearsal. Some went well, most did not. But we're going to put your instruction skills to use here.
Yes.
And we're going to do a little mini performance here, something a little out of the ordinary.
Just keep in mind, I'm not very good at this, new to this.
Okay, well, what we're going to do here is I'm going to get out of the way and spot so nobody gets hurt.
Spotting's very important.
And I'm going to let you do what you do.
All right.
Ready?
Rebecca's going to learn how to stand on thighs.
Here we go.
And Nick's going to spot. And the important role of a spotter is to be right there behind her full body, not
ready
just
to
her.
catch me,
gotcha.
Just in case.
All right. Rebecca, you ready?
I am. Are you
All right.
ready?
I'm ready. We're going to take wrist to wrist grip,
right.
and I'm going to have you put one foot right here on my thigh.
Okay.
And when you stand up, I'd like you to stand straight up, push your hips forward, pull your shoulders back, and engage your arms.
Okay.
And then when you're up there, you can place the second foot.
All right.
Ready?
Don't laugh too hard, people.
Laugh really hard, because that's what we're about. Go ahead and step one foot up. Good, and you're going to stand straight up to the ceiling.
Okay.
Ready? 1, 2, down, up. Good.
And she's up.
Forward.
And she's down.
All right, one more time.
Second try.
Ready?
Okay.
1, 2, down, up. Stand straight up, hips forward. Hips forward. Good.
And we
How
did
about
it.
if you release this arm? Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, Rebecca Friedman, a circus performer, not just a co-host of Spotlight anymore. Thank you very much, Rebecca, for being a good sport with this.
Thanks for teaching me. It's fun.
Absolutely. Now, where can we visit you? You guys on the web?
We are. DetroitFlyhouse.com, and we have a student showcase coming up on February 9th at 6 p.m. You'll enter through the Detroit Mercantile Company in the Eastern Market area. Okay. Open for all ages. It's a family show. $5 a person. Kids are free. And if you can't pay, just let us know at the door.
Very cool. And obviously, we try to take care of our guests on the Spotlight, so any other information they can find on our Facebook page as well. So I want to thank you so much for being on the show. We've had a great time. Good luck to everything. Be safe while you're up there.
Always.
And, don't be a stranger. Keep in touch with us, and we'll be glad to help you out anywhere you need.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Stick around. We got a great musical performance coming right up. You don't want to miss it. Spotlight will be right back.